back to my channel. Today's topic is going to be which herbs and vitamins did I use to fight COVID? So while I had COVID, it was about 61 days from the day I tested positive to the day I tested negative. And so obviously I had COVID before I tested positive. It was more mild and just beginning, but the period before I tested positive, I started doing these vitamins and supplements and some of the herbs so that I could build my immune system. And the number one thing to do to fight against COVID is building your immune system. And because I have autoimmune diseases that sometimes make me deficient in vitamins and minerals, I have to do extra, especially when I'm fighting off viruses and bacterial infections. So I do recommend always talking to your doctor and taking blood tests to measure what types of supplements would be best for your body and your health. But today I'm going to share with you what helped me through my COVID journey, specifically to all my autoimmune diseases, and how it helped me be able to be strong enough to fight off COVID and just stay alive, basically. So I'm so grateful that I can take extra vitamins, extra supplements and minerals to boost my immune system, because honestly I really do feel like this made a difference, and I really do feel like it was a positive to incorporate into my daily foods and meals. So without further ado, let me introduce to you all the supplements I took during Corona. Prepare yourself, it's a lot. And also, most of these I did take daily, but some of these were just incorporated, like every other day or every few days, just depending on what my body needed. So because I've had about 10 years of experience of really honing in on learning what my body needs when it comes to nutrients and vitamins, I am able to really know and listen to my body. So I have had guidance, obviously, from doctors the past 10 years on what truly is helpful to my body, and then I also learn things outside of the doctor's appointments with just my own experiences and symptoms, and even talking to other patients. So all of this regimen is specifically to me, and that is a disclaimer. So if you want to start any of these vitamins or minerals, talk to your doctor first, get blood tests, do your own research, learn for yourself, because this is all research accumulated, at least since I've been in remission. When I was on Lyme treatment, I actually had way more than this. So these vitamins and minerals and supplements are what I take post-remission from Lyme treatment. And this is just mainly to build up my immune system during flu seasons and working in the medical field. So I just definitely kind of upped the intake while I was fighting Corona, because I was just severely deficient in everything because I was so sick. So with that being said, always check with your doctor, and yeah, I'm happy and excited to share with you what I have taken. Now, do not all go buy it at once, because I know a lot of these supplements are popular and they were so hard to find during Corona, because zinc was sold out, vitamin C was sold out, everything that I basically needed was sold out. But thank God I take these normally, so I had some bottles in my cabinet that I could take. But anyways, yes, okay, now here we go. So this isn't really a vitamin or mineral, but it is something that I do want to share, because this definitely made a difference in my Corona healing. And every morning when I could, I used coconut oil, organic virgin coconut oil, to do coconut oil pulling. So right when I woke up in the morning, before I brushed my teeth, before I ate anything, I would put like a tablespoon in my mouth and swish it for about like 5-10 minutes. And I know mainly it's like 30-minute plus usually on people, but for me, I could only tolerate because I was just so sick and constantly coughing, and I couldn't hold my breath really. So I could only do 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes of swishing this around. But this definitely is antibacterial and antiviral, and it definitely clears out your mouth from all the viruses and bacteria, and just really just strengthens your body. I swear by it. Like, this made a difference, seriously. And then when I changed my toothbrush too. But anyways, okay, next one. So I have POTS and I need to strengthen my heart, and I've also had blood tests that show me I need CoQ10. So I take the CoQ10 from Costco, and this is a more purified version, and it like absorbs better. So I took CoQ10 for my heart because having the chest pain was just out of this world, guys. Like, I swear it was probably like having a heart attack on steroids with how much pain I was in. Like, it was crazy. So I am vegan, and I like this brand for the omegas. I also do grains and other specific products for my omegas, but this is just the one in the fridge that I keep, and it tastes amazing, so I do this one. So I love My Kind vitamin brand. It's just so purified and certified organic whole food supplements, so like all plant-based. And this had the vegan D3, vitamin K, MK7, magnesium. So this was more for my calcium intake, and this was great. This is a great product. Also by them is my favorite, Garden of Life, the zinc. This I take during basically all year round, because working in the med field, you're exposed to every type of virus, every type of germ, and I've noticed ever since I incorporated this into my system, I've contracted less while working in the medical field, and so I started this before I even got tested positive for corona. So I really truly believe this was helping through the corona experience. Also from My Kind Vitamins Garden of Life is the vitamin code Raw B complex. So I have the MTHFR gene mutation, unfortunately. Thank you, family genetics. But because of that, I have a hard time methylating like B vitamins and methylfolate, and so I have to actually supplement extra for my B vitamins. So this is a really great raw vegan mix of B vitamins, and I absolutely love this brand. It's just so purified and so healthy. So I'm anemic, and my favorite iron supplement is through one of my treatment doctors for my Lyme, and he creates the gluten-free remedies. So this is gluten-free, and it's iron vegan capsule. So this really helps, especially like in my cycle. I take the iron, and it just helps my POTS regulate a little bit better. Also, another one of my favorite brands ever is the Health Force natural vitamins, and I've been on them quite a few years now, and I just have noticed such a difference in my health since incorporating different types of supplements from Health Force. But truly natural vitamin C Health Force, that's the one I took and take. They actually ran out of this while I was sick with COVID, so I had probably a little bit left, and thank God for one of my sweet friends for purchasing vitamin C and shipping it to my house, because I couldn't find vitamin C or zinc anywhere, and vitamin C is a huge thing to fight off COVID. And so yeah, I absolutely love this brand. It's purified and it's great. So for urinary tract health, I absolutely love doing mannose cranberry. I know this definitely helps like with my endometriosis, but it also helps with my kidneys and fighting off any UTIs or any bladder infections, and especially kidney infections. And because I had developed a kidney infection during COVID, Um, I took the Manos Cranberry. And usually I do the Solar Ray brand, but this Now brand actually is pretty good. So I usually take 2 of these, but I took 2 of these to help with my kidney and urinary tract health during COVID. So 2 of the supplements that actually help my endometriosis, which on another video I'll go through everything that I've found to help my endometriosis pains. But what's really cool is these 2 supplements actually help boost the immune system and clean out the GI tract. So my doctor prescribed these a few years back, and I've used them, and it just helps. So not only was I using them for my cycle, but I was using them to fight through COVID, and it is licorice root and rhubarb root. So I had the most insane head pain. So basically I had migraines 24/7 for over 61 days. And even though I actually was sleeping because I was so sick. I took the magnesium calm supplement sometimes, like when my head was just so bad and I just felt so dehydrated, I ended up taking the magnesium calm. And another product that I took to fight off the dehydration was the potassium tablets by Solar Ray. So those 2 supplements, potassium and magnesium, really do help fight against dehydration, and they're really great. And then another thing that it kind of upsets my stomach a little bit, but I still do it, the Kona Gold. And so what's included in here is all the minerals that you really need, and it's magnesium, sodium, potassium, deep sea trace minerals, vitamin D, calcium, and other mineral supplements. So it's just like a mix. So this was the more powerful mix when I felt like at my lowest that I took, and that really helps the dehydration. Another thing that I love for dehydration, it does bring up your blood sugar, so I had to sip it. And also on the days that were more severe, like when I was in the hospital, it was really hard to like eat. And so when it was hard to eat, but I needed to raise my blood sugar, I would use this. And this just has the same minerals, and it's orange flavor. It's natural. It's from Melaleuca, one of my mom's best friends. Sells Melaleuca, and so she's so sweet. I always ask for these dehydration performance sport drink things because they're so natural, but it really helps. But it's a little bit sugary, but it helps when you can't eat anything and you need your blood sugar high. So I did this as well. So another thing I did, I would rub this on my chest to fight off anything. Also, I put it on my throat too, and I think this really did help keep some of the throat pain at bay, because I think just smelling it and putting it on my skin really helped. And it's the On Guard essential oil by doTERRA. And so what's in it is a mix of different essential oils that help boost your immune system and fight bacterial and viral infections. And so what's in here is cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary, clove, wild orange, and then On Guard Protective Blend. So this is really good, and it smells really good. And a lot of people love this brand and this specific flavor for flu season. And even like diffusing this, I couldn't diffuse it when I had COVID because any type of smell would set off my cough and my breathing. So I had to be really careful that I would just put like a few drops on my throat and then a few drops on my chest when it was really bad, and that helped. But diffusing it is really helpful for like other times when you're sick, to just clear out the air. So this is great, and also to keep in your car too. So I am vegan, and my gut health is so important to me because I worked so hard to reduce my GI symptoms from my IBD. And so I'm still looking for other types of probiotics, but this one definitely helped immensely during COVID. So it's Theralac, and it is vegan. It does not contain gluten or dairy, so it's vegan and gluten-free, and it's called Theralac, and it has a blend of all the different probiotics, and this little sucker helped with the GI symptoms. Because I know cases of corona who had GI distress of vomiting, diarrhea, and then abdominal bloating and gas. And I only had GI symptoms, thank God. I only had the GI symptoms 2 days, one in the beginning on the first day, and then one towards the end. It was just like hello, I'm here, and goodbye, I'm gone type of thing. But this, I really feel like, because I took probiotics and I made sure my gut health was just prime during corona, I really believe it reduced having those intense GI symptoms. So this is one of my favorite brands. Okay, so I loved having avocado toast and salads and soups while I was sick. And so I definitely used the Bragg brand, and this has 24 herbs and spices, and I'm still using it. This includes rosemary, onion, garlic, thyme, red bell pepper, carrot, tomato, black pepper, basil, olive oil, parsley, lemon peel, apple cider vinegar, dill, oregano, turmeric, ginger, coriander, bay leaf, etc. So this, whoops, I'm gonna drop it. This was really good because it has a variety of herbs, and it's, you're able to tolerate it on food. And then, this is my favorite, the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning, and it has the sea salt, the garlic, and the onion, and this is great on avocado toast. And this was great to be able to just fight off the germs, and it wasn't too strong for my stomach. So what else I used was, I just absolutely love this brand, but it is intense. So dilute and barely take any. Like, I'm not even gonna show you one of the supplements, one because I just chucked it right away, but one of the supplements from this brand made me so sick, and it was supposed to help from the pain and the breathing, and literally I diluted it and took the least amount, and I was violently ill after it. So these suckers are really, really potent and really strong. So if you take these, dilute it, and be prepared to really just clean yourself out in every way possible. Anyways, Immune Defense by Herb Farm is really good all year round. It's stronger though, so when you really feel like you need it, then take a little bit of this. This was great, and I have used this for years. This is to numb your throat. So it's the Soothing Throat Spray Immune Support. I use this during tonsillitis, and then I use this for corona. And I use this whenever I just get sick in general. And then my dad got me this Propolis Throat Spray, this Beekeeper's brand. I use this a few times. This is a little sweeter, whereas this one burns your throat, and you feel it like numbing your throat. This one's sweet, and you're like, oh, that's a nice, pleasant feeling, especially after you do this. So it's just your own preference, what you prefer, but those are really two great throat numbing sprays. So yeah. So my absolute favorite that I take every single day, just like a drop or two at night before I go to bed, is Wellness Herbal Liquid. And there's Wellness Formula capsules, but I can't stomach those. It's too much for me. The garlic is too much. So I take this one. I've taken this for years, and I find it to be really helpful working in the medical field and just dealing with pandemics. I think this is why I lasted as long as I did, because we were seeing patients who were sick in January and February, and then I didn't get sick till the end of March. So I really think taking this every day really does help, especially during like flu seasons. And this has echinacea, yin qiao, probably said that wrong, yin qiao immune support. And it has other like ginger, elderflower, coptis root, elderberry. So this has other little things in it. So something else I take daily is the colloidal silver. Colloidal? How do you guys say this? The silver, basically. And this supports the immune system as well. So I just do like 1 to 3 drops a day. And then also, this was a huge game changer for me when I first got this. So I got this after 2 weeks of having COVID, and as soon as I got this was really helpful. This is high dose D3 K2, like super high dose. So this really helps. So I noticed a difference when I took vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, and then my shots, obviously, my migraine, vitamin B and D and methylfolate, glutathione as well. Take glutathione as well. That's an incredible supplement, and I took that every week. So that was all the supplements that I took during coronavirus, and it was a lot, but I truly believe it all helped contribute to boosting my immune system and strengthening it to be able to fight off COVID and fight through it. And even though I had more severe case of it lasting a really long time, I really do believe these contributed to me surviving Corona. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.